Hey everybody, Jay Burrino here. Welcome back. We're playing Warcraft 3 Reforged, hard difficulty. We're going to Chapter 5, Gates of the Abyss. Marked as complete, but not actually complete. Weird glitch that we've been getting throughout the entirety of Reforged. Anyway, through some black magic sorcery, I have gone back and put the Shadow Orb on Illidan. And that's because Reforged allows me to save checkpoints, which is quite nice. I could go back to the last one in Brother Stormrage and get that item transferred. I had also left a plus 15 claws item on that mission, so now Illidan is just totally stacked, and I replaced the Orb of Kil'jaeden, which is worthless considering we have a better orb effect in his inventory anyway. 2 days later, upon the desolate plains of Outland, Illidan and Prince Kael'thas prepare to assault Magtheridon's dimensional gateways.
Long ago, after Draenor's explosion, a brutal pit lord named Magtheridon rallied the surviving orcs and took control of Outland. Since then, his forces have grown strong.
How, Master? If most of the orcs were killed when this world exploded, how has he bolstered his ranks?
By using the very portals that tore the planet apart. Many of Ner'zhul's dimensional gates still stand, young prince. Magtheridon lures scores of hapless demons through them daily.
Then we must seal them permanently.
Yes. We will seek out each of the gates, and I will close them myself. Once they have been sealed, we will move against Magtheridon's Black Citadel and claim Outland as our own.
Well, if it was up to me, I wouldn't have thrown him right on that beacon straight away, but here we are. Okay,
yes, my friend.
So let's grab another priest. And then we've got some extra units just sort of scattered around here, so let's bring them in. We need some extra folks on lumber. I'm going to grab some Myrmidon as well.
More demons are emerging from the gate.
There is a Scroll of Resurrection in these crates up here, so I can save that for the end when... I mean, pretty much all this stuff that's here is going to die. And it's like, I hate to overcommit, but we're going to have to overcommit a little bit at the beginning, and it's all going to die. It sucks, but that's just sort of the way it is. We don't want to dive too deep in there. Let's make sure Kael and Vaj are in the front. And Illidan can survive for a really long time as well.
On the job. It's working. Illidan is closing the portal. We've got to buy him more time.
So it's really just ensuring that our swordsmen stay in the front while our ranged stuff moves to the back. Or stays in the back, rather. Alright, and this isn't going too bad, and then having the Myrmidon will help immensely. And I'm making these workers up here just for the extra lumber, and then we're going to use them to build this base quickly.
We should move soon.
Okay, and any extra damage that my heroes can absorb. My swordsman just took a boatload of damage there. I might actually use Tornado, if only to lift this stuff into the air. Okay, Alara's back out. Pretty good flame strike. Keep zapping them. Let's back this whole group up.
What's the holdup?
Back them up, back them up. Like archers, we want to kind of stick again in the back. We can get like one or two more. Actually, no, cancel that. Stay in no upkeep for this section.
Must be advantaged.
These Fell Ravagers are pretty strong. We're going to try to focus those down. This is going, again, it's going okay, as long as my ranged units stay in the back. That's their job, and then we're just going to keep using Kael to get some fatty flame strikes down. Okay, let's back you up. I think, again, we've lost a lot of stuff, and this is where, inevitably, we're just going to have to fall back, and we can kind of run in circles if necessary. Okay, and then, Kael, you can heal yourself. Change my hotkeys a little bit, because we're going to be gaining control of Illidan here pretty soon. Now, I'm pretty sure that Scroll of Resurrection should prioritize our strongest units, but we'll see. 23 seconds. Let's just take these units and run away, because I'm pretty sure Illidan can survive for that long if he needs to anyway, and these towers are worthless. Once this section is done, this tower is worthless, and then all these demons will instantly die once this is done. Okay. Run in a circle, start getting upgrades. There we go. They're dead. Illidan returns, and then Vaj. Why don't we come up here and break these barrels? And again, having access to
I'll have it
Illidan,
up
he's
in
just
no
he's
time.
super,
On the
super
job.
strong, especially with the items we put on him. He has
An elf
so
would
much
have thought
armor
it was
and
even
lifesteal.
Speak to
With the
me.
amount of armor, he's reducing over 50% of incoming damage. That's awesome.
In a sorrow's
Okay, so
name.
drop this, pick up the scroll. Very nice.
Empress.
And that brought back a Murgle Reaver, unfortunately, but, you know, you get what you get.
Yes.
I feel edgy.
Okay, so you
Troopers,
all, why
troopers,
don't you come on over
what do
here
you
and
want?
keep setting this up. I'm going to go for upgrades first and foremost. And we do have access to Quaddle on this map, which are extremely strong. And Spellbreakers are great against Fell Orcs because they can transfer the Unholy Frenzy off of them. So we would only get a few Dragon Turtles as well. And we can go down and trigger a comma
Research
right now, but
complete.
it's not super
Command.
necessary to do. Oh, workers.
Brilliant.
Get on it.
Brilliant.
Get to it. All right, got a good amount of workers here. Again, trying to level up our Naga as well, which are just so strong. I will get improved masonry. Again, what I'm going to do is wait for the enemy to attack
I'm
me
blind, not
first,
deaf.
In a
I
sorrow's
said
name.
something.
and then I'll decide what we're going to
elusive.
do after that. Pot of Greater Healing, don't really need to hold on to right now.
Are there
We should
demons
move
nearby?
soon.
Is that
Okay, so
all?
like I said, let's wait for the first enemy attack, and then we can move out and take out the base that's keeping a comma held in his base.
Research complete.
Kind of get one
Research
more.
complete.
Actually, no, I've got 2 priests. That's pretty good. We probably want Spellbreakers again for this attack. Again, being magic immune, they can't be fire bolted, which is
Job's
very,
done.
very nice. And they'll get that Unholy Frenzy off of the enemies and
Research
probably put it
complete.
on our Naga Myrmidon, which is awesome. So really, it's just, again, we want enough Snapdragons that we can snipe buildings as time goes on. And then keep upgrading our Naga so that they can just blast through stuff where necessary. So again, I'm going to wait for the first enemy attack. It sometimes comes from down here. It sometimes comes from up
Research
there.
complete.
In the air.
In theory, we could spam defense up here because red dragons will eventually start attacking us, which are extremely
Yes, my
irritating.
friend.
On your mark.
But also, you know, unfortunately, just the way it is. The castle's super expensive, and I think I would rather just keep investing in an attacking force here for a while. And getting our Naga leveled up.
Research complete.
And we will
smell
definitely
magic
be
in
getting
the
a good
air.
amount of Quaddle over time, but not at the very beginning here.
Don't be afraid.
It's nice that, again, I think
There's
our
my aid
Resurrect really
required.
prioritized the right units, which is good. I'm pleased with that. Again, we've been getting Spellbreakers. Did I build any Spellbreakers? I thought I did, but I guess not. And again, I don't see much of a reason to rush at the very beginning. I'm just waiting, again, for that first major attack to come my way. And we can, again, we're going to need like 4 to 5 towers back here just to kill the irritating red dragon attacks. So let's get one more dragon
Research
turtle. That
complete.
should be enough to snipe buildings as we move, as well as tornado. Not to mention Illidan does chaos damage when he's metamorphosized.
Research complete. Be quick. Time is mana.
And maybe just one more Spellbreaker and we'll be good to go. Or we can start getting Quaddle.
Research complete.
Everybody stacked Quaddle on this mission, so for that reason I probably won't. I'll still make them. They're obviously really, really strong, but, you know, do I need to make 1 million of them? Probably not.
The Blood Elves await.
Okay, so again, I'm sort of focused on upgrades. I'm surprised that I have not been attacked just yet. It's like the sooner that I can get down there and destroy that base, the better.
Master, Magtheridin must have discovered us. His orcs have already begun their assault.
Our forces must hold them back while we search for the dimensional gates.
Okay, so again, we're going to wipe this out quickly,
My people must be ahead. I smell magic in the air.
and then let's go down and just go straight for that enemy base as soon as possible.
Research
I'm
complete.
blind.
So
not
let's get
deaf.
everyone down there that we need. We've got 2 dragon turtles, and let's make one more on the way, because we want to get through these enemy
I
bases as
thirst
soon
for
as possible.
magic. Magtheridin's forces have besieged that Draenei village. If we drive them back, the Draenei will join us in our fight.
How do you know that? I mean, they will, but still, how do you know that? All right, let's go
Research
get everyone
complete.
down here, and the
Research
faster we can
complete.
sweep through this base, the less I'll be concerned about needing to
Are there demons nearby?
to pull back. All right, they're
By
attacking.
your
So, again, we're just going to send everyone. We got to get across this
feel
bridge, though.
edgy.
That's the worst part. We got to get across this
I
bridge. Get
thirst
over
for
there.
magic.
Our forces
Is
are under
someone
attack.
injured? I'm on the job.
Okay, get out of the way. We're going to tornado this.
For the Empress.
And then you guys just hit the buildings.
My people must be abandoned.
And then Illidan used Metamorphosis and Immolation.
On the job.
And it's very challenging, again, for me to read what's happening here. Dragon Turtles just go for the production structures. And it looks like she got firebolted, but that's fine. Just turn on Frost Arrows.
We should move soon.
Okay, again, we want to avoid these Dragon Turtles just outright dying, if possible. We want them to focus fire structures.
Research complete.
Illidan wants you to come up here and kill this.
I sense something elusive.
Okay, very nice. I will kill the burrows because they are being used defensively. It's a pretty good effect. Just eat this guy. Alright, now we go for the fortress, and this base is now ours, so I can take this if I would like. Let's make a
forces
Naga
are
base
under
down here,
attack.
sure. It doesn't matter which kind of base we take here.
Be quick. Time is mana.
Okay, looking good. Dragon Turtles, again, still doing their thing.
What's the holdup?
And let's just bomb into these towers, and then I can go back to my base.
Town is under siege.
I suppose with Illidan, because, again, Illidan alone can help take care of this stuff.
Forces are under attack.
I am Akama, Elder Sage of the Draenei. Lord Illidan promised to rid us of our ancient enemies in exchange for our loyalty. These cursed orcs of Magtheridon, a terrible lord whose black citadel lies to the west. Under his command, the orcs hunted us to the brink of extinction. But now, with Lord Illidan behind us, we will fight back and retake our ancestral lands.
We also serve Illidan, Old One.
Very well, stranger.
Okay.
Our forces
Oh, is he
are under
bleeding?
attack.
Okay, well, either way, Illidan's going to go back there
Our
very
town is
slowly.
under siege.
Let's steadily wipe this out, and we can leave our army down here, while Illidan pretty much can defend this alone, and then we'll just keep getting upgrades, and we'll steadily work our way into the next main base. We're gonna need Ensnare.
forces are
Let's
under
upgrade this.
attack.
We can start stacking some Quaddle for the,
Our town is under siege.
we can start stacking some Quaddle, I suppose, if we really need to. And they're pretty good against the dragons. Dragons, they do chaos damage and have heavy armor, so obviously they're extremely, extremely good.
What
Break,
ails
break,
you?
break.
We should move soon.
Scroll of,
My
or
people must
Rune of
be
Lesser
avenged.
Resurrection in a weird place too, so it's probably not even anything
shall
we can
be
do with
done.
it. Let's take
For
these
the
two heroes and
Empress.
come down into Akama's base and break the
Vera
barrels in
Sasha.
here, just to see if there's anything worthwhile. We could sell some stuff too.
For
Research
Natata.
complete.
But again, I'm very confident
Are
that
there
pretty much
demons
Illidan
nearby?
alone can handle anything that's thrown at him. Let's go ahead and grab our castle now, and let's continue. Let's just make some more workers to throw over onto these trees. So what
You're
we're gonna
interrupting
need
my
are, again,
calculations.
towers over here,
Yes, I'm already on. Research
and
complete.
spread them out mildly.
That's not in the blueprint.
Impatient.
I'm on the job.
See, and he has lifesteal as well, so you can see he can absorb so much damage, it's absurd. And the reason that I kept the pendant on him, which is probably the only thing that I'm willing to replace on him, is because, again, Immolation Aura requires
on
so
the
much
job.
of a mana investment over time. Not to mention Metamorphosis, you want to make sure you have enough mana to pop that, but
Research
otherwise
complete.
he's pretty much fine. So, again, we're going to turn these into towers. This is being built,
On your mark.
I'm on
Yes,
the
my
job.
friend.
and then this army down here is going to keep us defended.
I feel edgy.
Pendant of Energy, Runed Bracers, Belt of Giant Strength, Goblin Landmine. I mean, these are all good,
Outstanding.
especially the mines, which you can use to destroy structures.
I'm on the job.
But I don't have any strength-based heroes. I mean, Akama. If
I
Akama
sense
picked that up,
something
can I pick that up
elusive.
and then give it to him? And will it carry
My
into the next
pleasure.
mission? I don't know. Let's try it.
Very good.
Or he's going to go and attack right now.
On the job.
Well, let's see if we remember to do that later.
It
We're going to
shall be
need
done.
farms.
No, not like that. Let me do it.
Okay, we're looking good on
You're
gold,
interrupting
so
my
let's pull some guys off
calculations.
gold
Job
here
done.
just to make farms.
How did that get approved? How did that get approved?
And let's go ahead and make some guard towers. The
2 + 3 times star. What do you
I'm pretty
want?
certain that the
That's not in the
arcane
blueprints.
towers
I can't
don't
build
do
that.
magic damage. If they did, that would be awesome, but unfortunately they do not.
No, not like that. Let me do it.
Okay, castle's on its way. Let's just keep getting some of these basic upgrades. Siren Master Training is fine, and then let's start getting
More
Quaddle
gold is required.
and rally him
Job's
down
done.
here. So this is the base that we want to attack later, and it's because they have these red dragons. Really, the key to these is ensnaring them. It's not
Job's
attacking
done.
them in the
Done.
air where possible. Okay, good. So that's all working out, and we're going to need lumber
on the
as
job.
usual over time. And I just want to make sure that we're
Upgrade
able to
complete.
kill these dragons as they
Job's
come in,
done.
because they're a
Grow
bit of a pain.
impatient.
So there are 2 more orc bases. We'll wipe those out, and then the map is pretty much downhill from there because there's no
Upgrade
pressure from
complete.
any enemy bases bothering you at
More
all.
gold is required.
So again, that makes things really, really simple.
Job's
Let's
done.
stay out of high upkeep.
I'll have it up
And,
in no time.
Research complete. Job's
Well,
done.
we're more than maxed out now, but we can repair up some of these extra buildings that we
Job's
have
done.
sitting
Done.
around. We get these all into guard towers. I'll make one arcane tower. We can rebuild more towers here as well, but again, the orcs do chaos
I'll have
damage.
it up
Chaos
in no
damage,
time.
again, it's not that it's a
want me to
damage
do what?
multiplier per se, it's that it ignores armor types. So that's particularly strong against buildings, against fortified armor. So
Job's
that's where you've
done.
got to consider
My
that.
people must be
Upgrade
avenged.
complete.
All right, let's send Kael'thas down here so that we can maybe
Research
try
complete.
dropping the Belt of Giant Strength onto
Research
Akama.
complete.
And we can give him all this
Our
stuff,
forces
actually.
are under attack.
I'm blind, not deaf.
Okay, and then use Metamorphosis. And again, one-on-one should be fine against this idiot.
I grow impatient.
What we can do is lure him. I mean, we've got towers over here, so let's use them.
Upgrade
And the
complete.
sooner that we can get
We
rid
should
of
move
green, the
soon.
better. This purge, I don't think, is really something
I'll do
that
my
I need to
best.
hold on to.
Outstanding. Very good.
No, you can't. That's too bad. So Akama doesn't have
What's the
an inventory this mission. That's, again, that would be
towers
really
are
good,
under
but
siege.
no dice. As you can see, Illidan is doing absolutely fine. You go on auto repair.
That. Let me do it.
I think I will most likely just
You're
build
interrupting
even
my
more towers to
calculations.
protect against dragons
Yes, I'm already
and these
on.
orcs, and put the towers behind
An
the
elf would have thought of
farms.
something better.
Okay, so let's send Illidan down here, and we're going to attack green here very soon. So in order to do that, again, we're going to need more Myrmidon. We've got priests. Sorceresses, what I'm going to try to do is
Upgrade complete.
some
More
interesting
gold is required.
goofiness where we invis Illidan and put him on the beacons. And then what you do is you invis another sorceress so that she can run in from range and then recast it.
Are there demons nearby?
So once yeah, we should probably wait for the
You
next
dare
enemy attack
speak
because
to
I want to
me.
make sure that I'm fully leveled up. My Naga are fully leveled up, so that's all good, and that's what, again, the Quaddle should be able to help blast through these bases with relative. And they're only 2 supply. That is just crazy. This is big because, again, it can dispel that unholy frenzy that they're very prone to using.
Research
Yeah, let's just leave
complete.
Illidan here, and again, he can just defend against the next enemy wave as well. I've got good income from all around the map. The problem, again, is the gold mines will steadily be mined out, but I don't think... Yeah, Pendant of Energy... I mean, I have a Pendant of Mana, so I don't need a Pendant of Energy on
I sense
anybody, but I
something
do have one on Vaj,
elusive.
right?
Job
I mean,
done.
Vaj
stand
can definitely
ready.
replace some of this garbage that she's got. I also
feel
don't need the
edgy.
Shamanic Totem. Orb of Slow is fine. Essence of Azun I don't feel like I really need, nor do I need... You know what? I think I
there
will
demons
pick
nearby?
up some of this stuff. Illidan,
Is
just
that
stay
all?
here.
Research complete.
We could wait until Akama himself moves out.
Yes.
I stand ready.
So let's ditch these. Goblin landmines, again, we can use in the heat of battle, and they stack.
Job done.
I can't believe I almost didn't pick up
Inner sorrows
I
nest
those.
sense something elusive.
for the Empress.
Okay, and we can bring Akama the Belt of Giant Strength next
What's the
time.
holdup?
Next mission. Let's drop the Shamanic
I'll do
Totem,
my
Rune
best.
Bracers, and that's good.
Outstanding.
So, I actually have a bunch of
It
items
shall
I'd
be done.
prefer Akama had. All right, I see these
Outstanding.
idiots, so
Blind,
let's move
not
Illidan
deaf.
down here.
I feel edgy.
And we'll just attack them with Illidan
I'll do my
and both of
best.
our heroes, and try to
Speak to
avoid
me.
using Metamorphosis if possible.
My people must
Oh,
be
they're
avenged.
attacking Akama.
Dare speak to
Okay,
me.
so we're gonna wait until we get attacked again. Here, turn this into an arcane tower, guard towers,
Troop
repair,
What do you want?
and then
Yes,
just farm
yes,
it
I'm
up.
already on it.
And again, I'm mostly just concerned about getting attacked from dragons. This is a time-consuming mission, and I'm taking longer than I think is necessary.
More lumber is required.
But that's A-okay with me. Again, because we're getting close to the end of this campaign, so we're playing it relatively safe.
I grow impatient.
Oh,
people
you know what?
must
Let's
be
just go for
avenged.
green now. I'd love it if Akama moved out.
It shall be done.
Again, there's nothing on Illidan that I really want to replace. What I can do, I mean, I have no supply, but as long as we keep some units out here to repair,
No, not like that. Let me do it.
I think this amount of towers should defend against
You're
even the
interrupting my
Fel Orcs.
calculations.
And we're keeping them spread out.
An elf would have thought of something
Upgrade
better.
complete. Upgrade complete.
You want me to do what?
Not huge amounts of red dragons coming
the
and attacking
holdup?
us. I think I just saw something through the fog there, so they might attack us. Okay, so let's get
I'm
into
blind,
position
not deaf.
up here.
Is someone injured? I feel edgy.
Up here, and then we've got the Dragon Turtles hotkey. These exist pretty much to dispel Unholy Frenzy. And then we're
Are
going
there
to... We
demons
can lead
nearby?
with the Tornado.
Soon.
Let's go ahead and get out Alar.
I sense something
Job's done.
elusive.
Job's
Are there
done.
demons nearby?
Research complete.
Okay,
I
so
sense
let's go ahead and
something
throw down a Tornado
elusive.
here.
Yes,
Illidan, Metamorphosis, get in there. All of you
Get
go.
on with it.
Hey, sailor.
We should move.
All of you
soon.
go. Okay, Tornado, I want you to hit these buildings, please. And then we've got to ensnare the dragons.
Yes, the avenged.
Okay, and then Illidan is he stuck? Is he attacking? Yeah, no, he's properly attacking, so that's all that matters to me.
Job's done.
I feel edgy.
Okay, my heroes seem fine right now. We're not getting attacked directly by anything right now. Dragon Turtles, I need you to start moving in and just going straight for the production. Here, here, and here. Big thing in these bases are these just like clusters of static defense. We didn't even lose that much.
I sense something elusive.
Keep attacking, and then we need flame strikes in the front. Forked lightning is fine. The other thing that I could use... Dragon Turtles, the direction that you're moving in order to get to buildings is not working for me. Keep going. I feel like they reduce the number of dragons in these bases. I might be wrong. I'm not
Research
sure.
complete. Our towns are under attack.
Okay, and I was well prepared for this. Yeah, this does piercing damage, right? Yeah, no, it does normal damage. Okay, well, either way is fine.
I'll have it up in no time.
Okay, just keep repairing. Gonna keep getting... Oh, I did build those spell stealers from way earlier. Not spell stealers, whatever they're called. Spell breakers.
I'm blind, not deaf.
Our town is under siege.
Okay, they're trying to rebuild. Go for the fortress. Anything we lose here, it doesn't. It sadly just doesn't matter. So don't worry about it.
Brilliant.
All right, and then let's go ahead and start throwing down some
My pleasure.
flame strikes. There we go. And then again, just get rid of the remaining production, and we're all good.
My people must be avenged.
Upgrade complete.
Dare speak.
Illidan, take just Metamorphosis again. It's fine. And they are trying to rebuild. Akama's here too.
Forces are under attack.
Akama, who refuses to take
Research
any
complete.
flippin' items. Where are you at? Can I not make? There we go. Tidal Guardians. I'm like, can I not make those? Yes, you
I
can.
can't build that. Our forces are under
I
attack.
figure why not throw these in there? If you can walk back there, then go ahead and get it set up.
For the Empress.
nearby.
Okay, we got this. There's
Our
one of the
forces
gates.
are under attack.
And I think, isn't there another optional? Like, there were areas where there were, like, little demons. Oh, there were,
I feel
where you can free
edgy.
Draenei. I think one is here.
I grow impatient.
Let's see it. Yeah, that's
Hardly
definitely still
challenge.
here.
I sense something.
Okay, so I'm
Elusive.
gonna go ahead and start making sorceresses
More lumber is required.
before we get fully maxed. Oh, never mind. They're actually a little bit further
I
this way.
feel edgy.
Are there demons nearby?
Infernal machines. I hate them.
I'm blind, not
I
deaf.
genuinely hate these things
Our forces are under attack.
My people must
because
be
they spawn infernals. But there's nothing we can do about that. Just it's fine. We can lose some of these Myrmidon and we can rebuild them at full HP. Because now again, a huge amount of the pressure
Is
has
my
been taken
aid
off of
required?
us.
As you wish.
Let's get. I don't know if this is gonna work. I just want to try it again with the gates with the invis, because then like I don't have to build a bunch of stuff to
Get on
defend
with
each
it.
gate along the way, and that kind of stuff.
Easily done.
Okay, manual of health.
Are there demons nearby?
Thank you, strangers. The wretched orcs nearly had us this time. If you seek to put an end to them, then our bravest warriors will assist you.
Is that a different voice line than usual?
once again.
That just sounded kind of weird.
More lumber is required.
2 + 3 times.
Let's get another lumber mill.
Job's done.
Get some extra workers on lumber.
Research complete.
The trees down here. I could get a lumber mill over here. Okay, so let's just
We
move
should
in there.
move soon.
Clear this out. I got a very, very nice army right now. And I can flesh it out with Quaddle. And then as I make more sorceresses, we'll attack with the sorceresses, and if they die, we can remake them. It's fine.
I grow impatient.
What's this?
Older Kama told us of your exploits. We will aid you in Lord Illidan's name.
Research complete.
I think this would be good for Vaj.
Brilliant.
I like most of what she's
I'm on the
holding.
job.
I mean, it's -2
For the
attack
Empress.
ultimately because she's getting 4 intelligence from this, and mild attack increase, speed
Job's
increase.
done.
My
Okay,
strength
so
is
let's
yours.
position
My
ourselves to
people
go and
must be
attack the
avenged.
last
Job
orc
done.
base and get it out of the way, and then we can try to do some goofiness
By
with the.
your
Those
command.
magic are whimsical today.
We can try doing some goofiness with the gates. Should be fun. Also, Akama appears to be moving out, which I enjoy. You know what? Cancel these. I don't need that many sorceresses. I only need 2 realistically. So as he attacks, we'll move on in, and hopefully I have enough. Again, it's just the amount of dragons is just,
Do you
it's
require
near
aid,
absurd.
human?
Okay, as long as Illidan is here, and this is good because they're just moving out to attack us, so if we can, we take this out with relative ease, and then we move in and
Inner Sorrow's name.
we finish up the base. Akama comes in from behind to help us finish it up.
Job's done.
I'm blind, not
Okay,
deaf.
let's go. Again, the issue is really focusing down
Our
buildings.
forces are under attack.
For the Empress.
What's the holdup?
Let's just get a new Alar out. You all attack. Fork lightning here. I don't think I have enough Myrmidon, unfortunately. Let's tornado right here.
Research complete.
Okay, I just want you to get rid of these structures, tornado. So just what? Why did? Oh, she got stunned. I see. Okay, and you can see we lost like a huge amount of stuff straight away. And it's because of the dragons. I think technically you're not really supposed to attack this base, but I can't be sure. We need Myrmidon to ensnare them.
Kick down some.
And whoops, we pulled these units along the way. Big mistake. Can Illidan hold it down himself? The answer is no. The Draenei weren't enough either. We just needed enough Myrmidon. Let's finish this stupid group up because it's bothering me. And
I'm blind, not deaf.
what I'll do is, like, remember what I did in the previous mission where I made a cut?
Is mine.
Just because nothing's going to be happening while we sit here.
Our lives. We are yours to command, Blood Elf.
While we sit here and rebuild, it's just time consuming. So we're just gonna sit and wait. And I gotta hotkey all my production, which I've neglected to do up until this point. So just make Quaddle, make archers, I've got Myrmidon queued up already. We get priests, spellbreakers, sorceresses. And then we just have to wait.
Demons nearby.
What the? What is why is it? Did she ever resurrect?
How can this old
Like
one
I swear
help?
I killed this thing.
grow
No, but she's back.
impatient. Are there demons nearby?
Please just pass away. I don't care about these silly Draenei that we're getting. Okay, so again, I'll be back. I mean, there's nothing really to be concerned about. We know Illidan can kill attack waves by himself, so all we're doing is waiting for more army units. Woohoo. Okay, and we're back after a thrilling, boring macro
My
part.
people must be avenged.
Again, I hope that doesn't bother anyone that I do that. I think it's... I'm just throwing these workers away, by the way. It's just to...
What do you want?
To save, you know, your time, I suppose. All right, so here comes a comma. Also, I was just attacked, so I was able to kill their hero, and I did give in and make a bunch of quaddle, so we can use these to focus fire the dragons. That's the plan. So let's get in there.
Move soon.
Give me the Phoenix. Everybody move in. Illidan, you got to get in the front. Quaddle back up. Well, again, we're going to focus fire these. Illidan Metamorphosis and do your thing. And then we're going to flame strike these units. We're going to hit it with everything we've got. Again, it's the dragons. The dragons are the worst part. We just gotta kill the dragons and we'll be okay. There are so many dragons, though. Like, to an absurd number of dragons. Can pull some of them down as well. Okay, and then I can remake more Quaddle to help us out. And then here comes... What's his name? Akama. Okay, another dragon down. Each individual dragon that we kill is just a huge boon. Okay, Tornado, please just hold position there. And we gotta move in. And again, I get the impression that you're not meant to attack or destroy this base. I might be wrong, but it really seems that way. We're in, though, and we just gotta get to where they're building the... I think they come from the bestiaries.
Forces are under attack.
So let's get back there. We don't want them building any more dragons. The build time is probably really long. We're back in high upkeep already. I'm not too concerned. I do think that we'll be able to get through the... Their heroes back out, but we're fine because our heroes are all at full strength. Illidan, turn off Immolation Aura. And we don't need more dragon turtles, so it's good that we're destroying this group and then that's it. Or, yeah, we have this group and then they're dying and then that's it. Okay, new units making their way up. Low upkeep is fine. I did take this base as well. Waddle, come on over and focus fire dragons, please. Heroes also kill dragons. Yeah, I'm like 90% sure that this base is meant to be overly fortified for you not to destroy.
By your command.
I mean, obviously you can, but I get the impression that again you're sort of incentivized not to bother. Okay, so now let's make some sorceresses. Get some sirens, we can get some more archers and some more myrmidon. Let's get maxed out again. We still have to clear out the areas around the gates. Yeah, you really gotta focus fire the dragons. If you spread out your DPS and they survive for too long, they just absolutely clean you up. There were like 6 in that base, like an absurd number. Where are you going, buddy?
Why should I?
We still need you.
I stand ready.
Okay, everybody just go ahead and attack across the way. I'm just gonna rally up to this location because we're gonna move up into this gate. The map is running out of gold. That one's almost done. This one's fine, but again, we've been in high upkeep for a while, so that's killer. Just the amount of static defense and burrows and stuff. Oh my god, really? He killed himself on spiked barricades. Well, that's expensive. All right, come back, buddy. Again, and we're gonna be doing the budget version of breaking the gates. And let's see if it works. I'm just curious. Again, I could just stack up Quaddle. That typically works. Quaddle with some Myrmidon and archers on the ground with maybe a couple priests. But for the most part, again, just Quaddle is what most people would argue you should do.
In Ashara's name.
And it's true. You probably should do that. Again, I'm not gonna, though. Here, let's bring one Murgle's slave up here to take this.
Is required.
just in case we need it.
Depths I come.
And we probably will.
The flows of magic are whimsical today.
This is one of those missions that could just take forever. Just forever, depending on how you play it. Make sure Illidan's making his way up here for later.
My people must be avenged.
And there are units that are just
Waiting on
sitting
you.
in
Will
these
it be hot
in these
shot?
areas, so it's
Do you
good that we
require
actually take
aid,
them out.
human?
Nether dragons. Yuck. Okay.
For the Empress.
Let's get into it. Focus fire the level 10.
Taste my sting.
The flows of magic are
I
whimsical
feel
today.
edgy.
Hale's making his way. Still haven't killed the level 10. Pull down one of these.
I sense something elusive.
And again, once we finish up this section, again, we can do the invis strategy, assuming we have enough. So how long does it last? It's 120 seconds, and closing the gate, I think, takes a little over 2 minutes. So again, this should work.
What's the holdup?
Should work. Get a couple priests.
We should move soon.
And if it doesn't, then oh well,
Vengeance.
we'll just make an army of Quaddle and do it the normal way. Plus of attack plus
I'll do
12.
my best. My people must
I'll get
be
to work on this gate. Kale, I will need you to defend me, just as before.
Where is he? Drop
It
that
shall
and
be
pick up these
done.
claws.
My pleasure.
Okay, so all of you
I
just
come to
back
cleanse
away.
this land.
Brilliant.
Everybody back
I'm
away,
blind,
and then the
not
sorceresses.
Do you require aid, human?
We're gonna leave like right here.
Once again, it's
Illidan, let's move you kind of close to the beacon.
On your mark.
Will it be hot shot?
And again, this should be fine. Basically, you invis him, and then you have to invis a sorceress to run in and invis him again to refresh it. So I have to kind of keep track of when we are
Kick
doing
down,
it.
Sparky.
Okay, so let's quick save, because I've never tried this before. So we invis,
I come
If
to
you
cleanse
insist.
this
Blind,
land.
not deaf.
hit it,
This better
back
be
up.
good.
We just don't want the demons coming
Do
out
you require aid,
all the way down
human?
here. So hopefully I'm far enough away.
You dare speak.
Oh, he
to
loses
me.
his invis for a brief moment. We got to get in
What a
there and
good
just pop
idea.
it and then run away.
Help
Okay, now
me
it's fine. You know
help
what?
you.
You're sacrificed, unfortunately. We can get some more.
Kick down, Sparky.
2 minutes 34. Yeah, we can use that as kind of a timer. We cast it around 2:45, so it's going to be needed to cast, under a minute. As long as we recast it at 2 minutes, because it lasts for 2 minutes, then that's all we need to do. Again, this is the budget way to close the gates. I'm really excited about it.
The gate is closing. Fight on, my warriors.
Oh, geez. Look out, Kael'thas. Let's see if we can sneak you out.
My pleasure.
Flows
So
of magic are whimsical
at
today.
2 minutes,
This better be good.
let's run
about
let's
time.
invis one sorceress, run her
Once
in,
again, it's up to the elves.
and recast it on
If you
Illidan.
insist.
But why can they see her? What? But why?
Will it be hot shot?
I don't understand. Why were they able to
What
see
a good
her?
idea. It's about time.
I mean, he's
The
definitely
flows
going
of
to die.
magic are whimsical today.
Let me. Why could they see her? I guess let's try it again. Also, the amount of demons that gather around him make it so that the sorceress can't get in to recast it. So there's that. What I can do is keep the sorceresses a little further, closer to him, and they can just cast invis on each other constantly.
Do
So
you
let's try that.
recall
Let's
aid?
move these.
Cleanse
Let's
this
move them
land.
all in, and we're going to keep them right next to him, and they're all going to be invis.
Kick down, Sparky.
As long as they have enough mana, then they can recast it on each other.
Are there demons nearby?
So pop on the
This
thing.
better be good.
You're right next to him, and then you're going to invis him
It's about
and then
time.
each other.
Once again, it's up to the elves. Help me.
Are there demons
help you.
nearby?
I think they may have changed it so that they... But why can't they see him, but they can see
Dare
my
speak
units?
To me.
Man, I thought this would be neat to do, but instead we've just got to do it the boring way. Here we go. Okay, let's do it. And
I'm
what I can do
blind, not
is,
deaf.
after we finish this one, I'll just make a
away.
cut
Are
and
there
we'll be
demons
right in front of
nearby?
the one after that, so that we don't have to wait for too long. Okay, so here we go. Got some Myrmidon to sit in the front. And we're just going to try to kill a lot of this stuff as it spawns. So focus fire the Infernals, the Infernals, the Infernals. And the Myrmidon doing their good work. A lot of this stuff immune to magic, unfortunately, so our magic dealers can't even attack them. I'm a little mad that for some... I mean, I tested it a little bit off camera, too. It's like, I realize if they attack while they're invisible, then they're going to reveal themselves. But no, I tried... I had a sorceress who's definitely invis, and they just... The Infernals, like, have true sight or something now. I don't know. So they may have... Maybe they changed that. I don't know if I was able to do that originally or not.
Fight on, my warriors!
I'm not sure if the old version allowed for that or not, is what I'm saying. Guess what? More Quaddle. Alright. And we're just basically spawn camping them because they're a bunch of assholes. Kill this Queen of Suffering.
Forces are under attack.
Nothing is on Illidan. A minute 45. It's really long, the amount of time that this takes. Unfortunately. Probably to Kael'thas, that's fine. I feel like the map's again gonna run out of resources at this point because we've been in high upkeep for so long. Get rid of these stupid flyers. Again, as long as we're, like, staying on top of the spawns, it's not too bad. And we can also let them... I mean, this is where I could cast an invis and leave.
This better be good.
You only need to hold out for a relatively short amount of time, until 2 minutes, and then you invis and just leave. And that's a way to save money, I suppose.
Once again, it's up to the elves.
So they had true sight on my units, but not Illidan. I'll never understand that here. You will be a sacrifice to lead them away. Well, at least I can use a little bit of both. Again, you only need to hold out for until 2 minutes, then you cast the invis and you leave. So that's, I guess, one way to do it, which actually
Kick down, Sparky.
is quite easy when you think about it. Oh, they keep chasing us. Stop it.
Name.
What's the hold?
All right, let's kill these two things because they
Is my
irritate me.
aid required?
And then next mission, we can give Rune Bracers and Essence of Azun and the Periept to Akama.
We should move.
So
soon.
that's good. This is ridiculous. I mean, the Infernals, I mean, look at how many more demons we would have had to kill throughout this. Yeah, this is a good strategy. Again, I'm just disappointed that you can't recast it on him. Okay, more Myrmidon. Where did I get a bunch of money from?
You dare speak to me?
I feel like I picked, like, did I don't know. It's fine. All right, he's still in Viz. More Coatl.
We should move soon.
All right, now that we know that this works, again, we're kind of on the quick path to finishing this now.
Brilliant.
I grow impatient.
Again, mildly disappointed in the situation,
Our gold
but
mine
that's
is running
okay.
low.
I have more lumber than I know what to do with. We're in low upkeep, but we shouldn't really need that many extra units at this rate, because now we know what to do. Here, make some snapdragons. Sure.
I'm blind, not deaf.
Okay, and let's move on in.
Yes.
Just got to get him to the beacon.
I
Hold
feel
out for
injured.
about 40 seconds, which is really not too
By
bad.
your command.
I stand ready.
Each of these has like a little demon theme to
Gale,
them.
Cover me while I attempt to close this gate.
Not yet, buddy. This one you can hold out on the Fountain of Health, which is nice.
I come to cleanse this land.
Now we can dispel like crazy. I think the power of the Quaddle, I mean, they do a ton of damage, but also it's the fact that they're only 2 supply and they can dispel magic. It's massive. Massive stuff.
Help me.
Okay,
Help
break
you.
and break.
Where shall I
Break and
strike?
break. Healing salve, nah.
Dare speak to me?
My people must
So we're
be
gonna sit,
avenged.
as typical, we're just gonna sit here. I mean, what I can do
I'm
is
blind,
pop a
not
greater
deaf.
scroll real quick to get our mana back on our Quaddle.
Hardly a challenge.
Inventory
Easily.
is full.
Easily.
Okay, and again, we're rallying to Kale so that we don't accidentally.
I
Pop
grow
this,
impatient.
mana back, pick this up, go sit on the
Evil
thing,
draws close.
and then we're gonna leave.
Yes, my friend.
At
This
least
better be
we just gotta
good.
leave a sorceress next to him to cast it when we're ready, that's all.
Is someone injured? What's the holdup?
Okay, Vaj and Kale are here. So after the first
down,
minute, then we cast Invis and we just leave, because we're cowards.
Gate is opening. More demons are charging through.
And we just want to make sure that we leave some units
Forces are under attack.
behind. That's all. Just gotta make sure that we leave a couple units behind in order to make sure that they don't follow us. Alar may actually be a great candidate for that. Again, this only needs to last it for exactly 2 minutes. Man, he does great damage versus heavy armor, I realize. He really excels at that.
The gate is collapsing. Defend Lord Illidan.
Don't tell me.
Our gold mine has collapsed.
Will it be ancient?
What ails
Okay,
you?
just start leaving now.
My people must be avenged.
By your command.
Help me.
Our
Help you.
forces are under attack.
Alright, this is good enough. This is a good enough strategy. I would have liked to be able to just completely... Ah, shit. Not Kalthas. Oh, he's trapped, isn't he? Just run, buddy. You can make it.
Our
Just
forces
run,
are
buddy. We've
under
got the
attack.
essence of Azun on him. Why are we staying here? I told them all to leave.
I feel edgy.
Okay, and Illidan will survive. Yeah, it's a little sloppy as we escape these bases, but it's, you know, it's fine. We're getting just enough resources throughout this as well to keep this going. Some of them chose to follow us out, but it doesn't matter. Kalthas magically survived because it's Warcraft 3 and everything is a million HP. So let's just kill this last group that followed us, and we're done. With this one, at least. There's one left, which... Again, now that... Again, this works really well. It's disappointing that there's
Our
no...
forces are under attack.
There's no way to, like, perpetually keep it on him, but I guess I understand why they don't want you outright cheesing it. 43 seconds. No Infernals means he's not taking any errant damage as well. Let's take this group and we can clear out the last gate.
Something.
I stand ready.
See if there are any other items we're willing to
Do
replace.
you require aid?
Again, Kalthas's items and Vaj's items are not really ideal for what I want them to be. But like the landmines we can use against bosses in the next mission, these +6 claws, whatever, that will give this to Akama.
I stand ready.
I sense something.
Seconds, Illidan not directly under attack, all good. Satisfying to watch them all just pass away immediately. Alright, let's go and clear out the last
This better be
area
good.
around the gate.
My people must
I
be
stand
avenged.
ready.
Healing wards probably would have been a good thing to have here, actually. And I just keep making more... It doesn't just make more Quaddle, it don't even matter at this point. This mission exasperates me. It's fun, though, I like it. It's just, it's a long one. It can be a long one, I should say.
I come to cleanse this land. I feel edgy.
You guys stay sort of back, and then sorceresses, we're gonna sit by
The final
Illidan.
dimensional gate is surrounded by demons. We're going to have a serious fight on our hands.
Yeah, what's new,
Do
dude?
not fear the demons, Kale. In time, they will call you master.
My pleasure.
Okay. Last gate.
Sheridan has called in his reinforcements.
I do find defending these demon gates a bit ridiculous with the amount of demons that pour out of them. There's just no... I mean, tower spam works really well, too. And you obviously can defend for as long as you... you can rebuild and you can tower spam and bring in reinforcements. But the amount that comes through the gate in the last minute or so is just crazy. This one seems a lot easier. So first and foremost, we want to make sure that our heroes leave this time. Actually, it doesn't matter. The mission's just going to
The
end.
final gateway is closing. Hold fast, my warriors. Our victory is at hand.
The gate is nearly closed. We must stand fast.
I was going to say, nothing's coming out of it.
What ails you?
Okay.
This better be
Invis.
good.
Our forces are under
If you insist.
Is my aid
Well, again,
required?
I tried the goofy
I sent something
thing where we tried to recast it, but it's just the game just didn't want us to do that, I guess. I hope nothing here can detect.
Our forces are under
Again, I'm
attack.
still confused in the sense that, again, they can't detect him because
grow
he's a
impatient.
different faction, but they can detect me when my sorceresses are invisible. Doesn't make sense to me.
Waiting on you.
No! Sorry, lady. Alright, well, I'll see you in a minute. Cool. Alright. Well, if I would have done this and not wasted time messing around with the Invis Sorceress earlier, but hey, it was for science, right? I still am a little confused on why they could see my factioned Invis units, but they can't see Illidan when he's invisible. I don't know. And I did try, again, I realized that when I was messing around a couple times, it's possible the sorceresses right-clicked attacked. When they cast Invis again, they lose their invisibility. I understand that. But I definitely had one fully definite Invis sorceress, and they attacked her. I don't know. Again, it's odd. And I think maybe they just... I mean, if they were going to anti-cheese it, why do they allow Illidan to be unseen, but not your own... I don't know. It doesn't matter. And the other thing, too, is, again, they clump up so heavily on top of Illidan that I don't think your sorcerer, your second sorcerers, could get in range to sit on top of him. But I'm not sure. This one isn't too bad. Honestly, I think the upper left one is the worst one, so we probably should not have started with that one. And then this base was just bananas. And it would have been relatively simple to let my static defense take care of it, as opposed to killing it at all.
Are there demons nearby?
So, I don't know. Again, I played this
Hardly
and
a
did like a full
challenge.
clear, but it was entirely unnecessary to do so.
We've done it, Master. The dimensional gates are all sealed. There's no way for Magtheridin to call reinforcements now.
True, but his standing forces are still considerable. Assaulting his Black Citadel will not be easy, Kale.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
Wonderful. So we go into the last mission with some pretty stacked heroes, and honestly, it's good, I think, to have a few open slots, because this last mission's going to have some really good items for us, and we're carrying forward some stuff that I can give to Akama. Putting it on Vaj, though, is actually going to be harder to give to Akama. We probably wanted to put that belt on Kale. It'll be easier to pass over. But all right, anyway, we'll go to Lord of Outland next time. This one was sloppy, but again, we had some for science testing. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.